Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars. SoundCartel. With the unemployment market turned on its head, a lot of people are starting their own business. But as any entrepreneur or small business owner will tell you, it's not easy and can take years before you see profitability. So how can you get through the grind and feel like you're making progress? From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. Alita Harvey-Rodriguez, Managing Director of the MI Academy, an award-winning digital marketing and customer experience consultancy, says building a business is like a marathon, made up of hundreds of sprints. Sprints that she says you can smash out in just 21 days, with heightened focus in a range of key areas. But first, Alita tells me if we're still seeing the rise of the side hustle.
The side hustle's taken a bit of a turn. A couple of things have happened with the side hustle. Some of them started off really great and have become fully fledged businesses, and people are now using that as their primary source of income. They have either visions to stay as they are or they want to grow their business. They're starting to hire people to support them. We have seen a mild decrease in people starting side hustles, and I think that's because of a couple of things. Supply chains have shut down money to start a business, although you don't need as much money to start a business today. Yeah, we've seen a couple of changes in side hustles, and I think the most exciting one is when these side hustles over the last couple of years have become full-blown businesses that are getting into a position to scale.
Okay, so you suggest that breaking the monotony of the business building marathon can be done by focusing on three key areas, each in just 21 days. Firstly, why 21 days? Where does the number come from?
So 21 days comes from the 2190 rule. So it is well known that to begin forming a new habit takes 21 days. It actually takes about 66 days to fully form a new habit. But the premise of the 2190 is that if you do something religiously for 21 days, fantastic, now keep going for the extra to achieve the 90. That's where the number 21 came from. Just let's get started, create better habits, and see where it takes you from there.
Well, you refer to these 21 days as a sprint as part of these marathons. And the first one you talk about is adopting the fundamentals of project management. Why is this an important sprint?
I can tell you what to do with your marketing. Anyone can tell you what to do with your marketing, but if you don't have practices to implement that, that's going to go nowhere. Bottom line.
Yeah. Project
management will take you from idea into implementation, and then done right will take you into optimizing.
So you need that foundation.
100% need that foundation.
Yeah. Set up, ready to go. Secondly is the focus on getting real with social. Now, social media is famously an ongoing endeavour. We all know that. What should business owners aim to achieve within the 21-day timeframe?
So this comes down to good habits again. So one of the things that we see businesses do all the time is get really excited about social and then forget about social. There's a couple of things when it comes to foundations. You need to understand how to use hashtags in order to gain growth. You need to understand how to engage with your community and have rituals around that in order to create growth, and also getting clear and delivering on brand messaging and visuals when it comes to social and not being sporadic. You want people to rock up and see a consistent brand so that people feel connected and you're not getting information from random places. So they can look to achieve growth in 21 days by using the right hashtag strategy, the engagement strategy, and the visual strategy.
Okay. And your last suggestion is to focus on setting up email automation. Tell us about this one.
This is my favourite. Email marketing is still the most powerful digital marketing strategy out there on the market.
Even though we are inundated daily with emails.
That's right. Millennials still want to be communicated on channels like email from brands over any other channel when it comes to push and advertising marketing.
Why is it that millennials prefer email over any other form of comms?
I think it comes back to respect. So really important in email marketing is that you get your timing right, your messaging right, and treat that person's email address with respect. When an email lands in the inbox, it's because millennials have given you permission. They're very different from Gen Z, who are not as liberal with their privacy. So email marketing allows them to communicate on their terms. That's why it's a chosen platform. The beautiful thing about automation is that when you get it set up from a foundational perspective, which is what you can do when you're dedicated to it over the 21 days, is you can in some ways set and forget. So you can set up your, how do I acquire people to build my list? How do I automate that? How do I automate the way that I'm nurturing people through to my brand, making their first purchase? And then what happens if they don't make that first purchase? What can I automate to try and bring them back? And then once they do make that first purchase, retention, how am I going to bring them back into my brand to make a second purchase or let other people know that they've had an amazing experience and then start to become your marketing army for you?
So really all of these focus points are setting up the foundation within the 21 days and then you're ready to run the marathon again.
That's right.
That was Alita Harvey-Rodriguez, Managing Director at MI Academy. Business Essentials Daily is a SoundCartel podcast. Producers are Nick Schildberger, Chris Ashmore, Jeff Waters and myself. Technical production by Pete Letts. I'm Nicole Goodman. Thanks for listening. We'll bring you more Be Daily next week. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.